Anyways, so this is part 2 of my reading. This may be a long one, but I feel like these dreams are like important, and I'm hoping that this can reach the right people. Maybe it'll show that I'm not the only one going through this, but I just I go back and forth between I'm fine being alone, and I know that there are tasks that I need to do that I cannot, they're my own tasks, they're my own fulfillment of my soul and stuff like that. So I'm well aware that I have my own things to do. I just don't understand why I crave this so much and why I feel like I'm the only one, and it's just a very lonely road. And I know I'm not alone. It's constant battle of the back and forth and trying to be grateful for the things that I have, but craving this so much. Even when I try and let it go, but it's the same cycle of I let it go and then it just takes longer and longer and longer, and I just start to lose hope. I get irritable. I have a mental breakdown. But in that dream, I was being shown what it is I most desire. And I remember, this may be gross, but I was holding, my future children. And my future children, I guess they were sick that day, so they were throwing up, everywhere. And I was covered in vomit or whatever, and I'm giving them a shower. I'm standing in the shower with them because I'm just nasty at that point. And I remember my future husband comes in, and he came to help me, even though he was washing the dog. The dog was a beagle. Beagles have to do with devotion and stuff like that. And gross joke, or lewd joke, I guess, but there was one part where I was helping, he was helping me clean the kids, clean myself and whatever, and I remember saying something along the lines of, you better not, I'm gross right now, and this is the reason why we have 3 kids already, or 4 kids already. We don't need another one. So it was just that feeling that I wasn't alone, and that there was a reason behind struggling right now, and even struggling within myself. It's to be not be enough, but something about having to work through my own stuff to reach something that I desire so much in the future, which is being a mother and being a wife, but only to this guy, because I'd rather be single than be with anybody else, even though I've never met this guy. And it was showing that he's devoted as well. And then it was a part where it started to unravel, and it was he was I have to go back, and I was I have to go back as well, and it was parting ways. And as I was walking under this bridge back to, I'm guessing, my body and stuff like that, I had seen the most beautiful woman. She had midnight purple hair, and she did have it looked like a couple of scars, but she had she seemed like midnight beauty is what comes to mind when I think of her. And she was on the bridge part above, and I knew immediately that it was Hecate. And I just told her thank you for hearing me, and thank you for answering me as quickly as you did. And she had said something along the lines of just I think I asked something like, is there anything that I can do to thank you? And she had said, just remember saying your hymns, which I knew exactly what she was talking about, because the last couple of days, when I go to sleep, because I've been having so many nightmares, and some of these have to do with like possession nightmares, I've been saying Ayatul Kursi, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a Muslim prayer that is supposed to ward off negativity and evil, but it's been helping keep myself at bay and peace of mind and whatever else. I may have to do a part 3 on this, but yeah, though that is what my dream entailed. I'm gonna read the cards, see what they mean, hopefully finish this in 2 parts. Okay, another thing that I wanted to know within my dream was the song Send It On with Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas and probably a couple of other people. But when I was like going under the bridge and I was going back to what seemed like the world of living, where the light was and stuff like that, I was being snagged by all these like necklaces that like had a whole bunch of beads and stuff like that, and I was just like cutting them off like one by one to like let go of its hold on me in this dark and whatever. And I remember the part of the song where it's like, send it on and on, just one that can heal another, be a part, reach your heart, just one spark starts a fire, just one little action, a chain reaction, never stop, be a part, shine a light and send it on. So it's like, I feel like that might have been like at least my message, that like I've been in a level of like stagnancy, and even like with these cards that I'm reading, so like the King of Swords has to do with like power, finding your power again, and with the Queen of Cups, it's talking about like a devotion, being your like honest, authentic self. And I think with the Seven of Wands, it's talking about like that you have the high ground. You're not in that place anymore that is like maybe sending you into like traumatic areas and you feel like you're like drowning again or slipping again. You're not slipping and you're not drowning, but these are like I had said in the first message, or like the first part with NF, where it was talking about how growing pains are necessary, but they feel evil while you're going through them. And I think like with the Knight of Wands, this is telling you that there are certain things that you had to let go of, because you had to let go of those things in order to move on and like step into a better mindset, step into like the things that it is that you desire the most. And I think that those things that you may have been holding on to, if you're dealing with the same kind of situation, it could be things that have been leaving you stagnant, especially physically. If you're like looking to move into a career, there may be something that like has kind of flipped on with you that you're like, okay, I need to put in the work, I need to like do something about this. And I think that this is just telling you like you're stronger than you know, and just to continue to have strength, continue to find strength, because it's there. And I'd say it's like if a child were to have like superhero like strength and then like punches you in the face, but like has no idea that they have that level of strength, so they have no idea that like it hurts, and you really do have that strength. And just know that your guides are here, and they're here to comfort you and here to love you in a way that you may never have been loved before. I hope this helps. Have a great night.